Okay, carbon cycle is the next one that we'll talk about. Both plants on the land or in the ocean, we take up carbon dioxide to do photosynthesis. All plants, they do photosynthesis, that's why they need carbon dioxide. In other words, carbon cycle also involves the atmosphere. Carbon cycle involves atmosphere because carbon dioxide is a gas, and it involves both the ground, the land, and also the ocean, because all living organisms, we are organic. Organic organism, we have a carbon atom in our body. So carbon is incorporated in the food used by autotroph and heterotroph, meaning that the plant autotroph, they have carbon atom. Even glucose, the food that produced by the photosynthesis, contains carbon atom. And that heterotroph, the consumer, our body also has carbon atom, and especially when we eat the autotroph, when we eat the glucose, we directly take in the carbon atom as well. But remember the cellular respiration. During cellular respiration, the carbon atom from the glucose molecule will become carbon dioxide. They will go back to the atmosphere. So it says that the cellular respiration return portion of this carbon into the atmosphere as carbon dioxide. This is what I meant. In aquatic ecosystem, carbon dioxide exchange is indirect. Why is that? There are some free carbon dioxide in the water because carbon dioxide can dissolve in water so that it becomes bicarbonate ions. Bicarbonate ions can be absorbed by aquatic plant like algae. And then the aquatic organism, they also do cellular respiration. When the aquatic living organism do cellular respiration, they also release carbon dioxide. It's the same cellular respiration that we do. And the released carbon dioxide can be dissolved into water to form bicarbonate ion again. The amount of bicarbonate ion in water is the same as the amount of carbon dioxide in the air. This is a good point, So the reservoir, what contains the carbon? The living and the dead organism contains the organic carbon. They are the reservoir for the carbon cycle. So before we die, we will not release the carbon atom in our body. So this is what it means. So tree contains a lot of carbon. So tree, they are also a reservoir for carbon. And other than trees, plant and animal also holds a lot of carbon. And all this becomes the reservoir for carbon. And after we die, not all the living organisms will be decomposed by the decomposer. Some of the living organisms become coal, oil, and natural gas. And these become fossil fuel. And fossil fuel also act as a reservoir for the carbon. Okay, human. How do we affect the environment, the carbon cycle? So human activity produces a lot more carbon dioxide into the atmosphere than it can be removed. How can we remove carbon dioxide? Well, mainly by photosynthesis. And what carry out photosynthesis? Plant, trees, or aquatic plant, algae. So in other words, deforestation or burning of the fossil fuel. Deforestation, meaning that it will decrease the removal of the carbon dioxide in the air. burning of the fossil fuel will increase the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. So these two are the push-pull factor. And the push-pull factor to increase the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, that causes global warming. And carbon dioxide and other gases, we talk about other gases that contribute greenhouse effects. Do you still remember the nitrous oxide? Nitrous oxide is another gas that can contribute to the greenhouse effect. And greenhouse effects, global warming contribute to the climate change. So remember, other than carbon dioxide, we have methane gas, nitrous oxide that we talk about in the nitrogen cycle, and the hydrofluorocarbons. These also contribute to the greenhouse effect. They will stay in the atmosphere and then keep our planet Earth warm. So this is the carbon cycle. As you can see that it has the atmosphere component. It also has the ground component. Underground component is the dead organism and also the natural gas, the fossil fuel. In general, the fossil fuel that humans use, and also the cellular respiration by both plant and animal that can contribute to carbon dioxide. And for the aquatic animals, for the ocean, the carbon, it is mainly in the form of bicarbonate ion dissolved in the ocean. And the only way that we can decrease the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is by the photosynthesis from the plant on the ground, or photosynthesis from the aquatic plant in the ocean. And that's why when I teach Bio 3A, I prefer to use online exam on campus because I reduce a lot of paper, and also when I teach physiology in here, I also use online campus exam so that I don't need to contribute to the deforestation. Yeah, that's the main reason because I teach about the carbon cycle, I teach about the greenhouse effect, so I also want to protect the environment, to try to reduce the paper use. So that should be the end of today's lecture. Yes.